course, I kind of stepped back. I'm like, of course, on one end, I knew what I was doing, right? It was very risky. I was jumping out of an airplane. But at the same time, I knew that everything was going to be okay. And why is that? Because I had the safeguard of a parachute. And ultimately, fingers crossed, I knew that I was going to land on my feet. Now, in many ways, this is analogous to how it is that we have to think about the future. I don't need to go through all of the dystopian things that are happening right now, but it does feel like we are free falling into the unknown. There is so much fear and anxiety, and we all feel it. And it feels like we are catapulting into this world that in many cases we don't really know what it's going to look like. But I am here today to tell you that no matter how quickly things are happening, knowing ultimately that change is the biggest story today, and while change has been with us since the beginning of human history, it's the pace of change that is really marking the future. And our ability to land on our feet and identify those opportunities is within our control. And it feels like we are coming against all of these headwinds, all of those external challenges, all of those difficulties that are multiplying faster and faster than ever before. But we have to get comfortable, again, flipping our perspective and thinking about what those tailwinds are. And what are the tailwinds? The tailwinds are all of those opportunities, all of that forward momentum coming at us from behind and ushering us into what I think is this really exciting future. Now, that becomes a slightly trickier value proposition when I was doing this work, I started the better part of about 2 decades ago, and it was always about kind of a fork in the road. There would be the trend and its complementary counter trend. And we know that the counter trend happens not in spite of the trend, but because of it. The two are complementary forces. But now, trying to navigate a future that looks like this makes us feel half schizophrenic, half like we're on speed. And it's because there's not just one version of the future. There are multiple versions. And there is not just one reality. There are multiple realities. So when you think about the strategies that you have to adapt and adopt into the future, it is not just about one set of strategies. It's multiple strategies.